Welcome back to the D-Walk Show. Today we got in the building with us, we got Jaraiyia Alize,
Woo woo, hey hey.
all the way out of Illinois. So we're gonna start off with your with your music first. We're gonna start off with the most important thing why you're here today. So tell us a little bit about Chop It Off.
So, hello everybody. My name is Jaraiyia Alize. You guys can follow me on all social websites at my name, JARAIYIA ALIZE. And we're going to talk about one of my singles, The GodMother. It is streaming on all music websites. I do have a video out right now. Go check it out on YouTube. The GodMother is a song that I wrote inspired to domestic violence. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And it's a song about chopping off all negativity.
Oh, okay. Now that's what it is. So if you had any questions about what they're chopping off, that's what it is. Chopping off negativity.
Whatever you deem negative, chop it off.
You feel like every day, you think like people are negative. You think it's a lot of negative people in the world.
Unfortunately, I do believe that there is a balance between negative and positive within the world, and us as beings, we just have to learn to use that negative energy and transfer that into positive energy.
Okay. And would you say you surround yourself around positive energy for people that have
Definitely. Yeah, so I definitely keep to myself. I try to, I'm real focused on just self-love and getting to know my own energy. And then when I am around others, I try to make sure that I am my best self when I'm spending time with others. And so, I feel like it's definitely important to surround yourself by nothing but love. If there is anyone that makes you feel uncomfortable or they make you feel like you're not loved, or, everyone can trust their intuition. Trust your intuition. If you have an odd feeling about something or someone, trust that. And then you can only be led in the right direction from there on.
Otherwise, chop it off. So your song, The GodMother, I did watch the video, and you know what? If my godmother came in on a dragon, fire-breathing dragon, I'd be okay with it. Because you think about fairy godmothers, you think about, glitter and fairies. Girl,
this godmother does not come to play.
This one came in all black leather.
Oh, yes.
With a big samurai sword that she stole from somebody.
Oh, yes.
And she came in on the fire-breathing dragon. I'm good. I'm saved.
Yes. The godmother has come to save the day. There are so many people who just feel like when they are in domestic abusive relationships or situations that there's no way out. And there is. And it doesn't matter how long you were with someone, how long you've known someone, there's always light at the end of that tunnel. So, don't listen to the negative thoughts, per se. Just know that there is always a positive. There are hotlines, there are various places, organizations that are around for people to go if you need to go to a safe place. And if you need to speak with someone, there are various hotlines that you can call as well. So just know that you deserve good and healthy love, because, we all go through different things. All relationships go through things, but there's never, ever an instance where it's okay for you to be physically, mentally, or emotionally abused.
Absolutely.
When, with your son, The GodMother, first thing that came to my head was The Godfather. Like, did you kind of take some of it from that?
No.
Okay.
No, it was genuinely just from the situation I was in. I have a best friend that I lost due to domestic violence. And I'm like, you know, who could save her? Because I can't save her in this 3D realm. So I'm just like, I use the pain from being her best friend. We were best friends for a while. And I just use the pain from that situation, and knowing that realistically I had to come to the realization that I may not be able to save her, but who could?
Right.
And then the godmother.
And then you create that character.
Yeah.
Anybody could be a godmother.
Exactly.
You could be a godmother too if you need to be. if you need, or you can call one of the godmothers you know. Because when you think about godmother, you think about if you have a child or if you have a godmother, they usually come in and save the day.
You have to be a mother to be a godmother.
Not necessarily, because I'm a godmother. I don't have any kids.
Oh, you're not. Yeah.
So it's just like say like, hey, my godchild when she get older, like she does something that she knows she ain't gonna business doing, and she don't want to get in trouble. She call me, hey, I went to this party I was supposed to go. Can you come help me? Swoop right on that dragon, that dragon. She might be scared because one, she didn't have no business going, and two, she might be in a situation where she really needs help. So I can come get her. Hey, we're gonna figure something out to tell your mama so she don't find out. I got you.
Right.
We gonna go about our business, and we're not gonna talk about it.
Yeah, and that's really what it is. Exactly, like it's a judge free zone. There's I don't need an explanation. The godmother isn't looking for an explanation as to why anyone got into a situation, but just nonetheless, only resources to help you get out. You know what I'm saying? It's an outlet.
No, because nobody ever intends to be in certain situations.
Exactly.
Whether you know the outcome or not, whether you are aware that things could go left more than they could go right, there's always a chance that things could go wrong. So in the event that things go wrong, you need someone you can call, whether it's a best friend, an actual godmother, cousin, aunt, whoever, or one of those hotlines you can reach out to. So the hotline could be the godmother, or you could, one of the women's shelters, any type of thing. So it's no judgment because you didn't plan on it going that way, but it did. But it's okay because I got you, or I know someone who can help you. So it's okay. So it's no judgment. It's all right. We're just gonna talk about it, and we're gonna figure out how to not get back into this. And then of course, some people just can't be helped. Don't make me waste my godmother ways on you, because I'll be upset. Because I could have used that energy for something else. Yeah. So
that's where the godmother came in. A lot of times people that are in those situations, they're stuck. They feel like they can't get out. There is no one that can help. They may have went to multiple people, or they may have talked to someone, but it's like, a lot of times people do feel alone in those situations, and they get tired of reaching out to maybe close relatives or anybody that's around. So just have that idea of the godmother there to save the day regardless. And the godmother, she doesn't ask any questions, like I said. And it's one of those things where if the godmother sees an issue, she's going to call it out, whether you want her to call it out or not.
Right, because sometimes you need that
it's
one
just,
person.
And that's what it is. The godmother's going to save you whether you want to be saved or not now.
Exactly, because listen, you need to get out of here. We're going to go. Just come on.
Let's go.
I'm going to come back and get you. If I have to snatch you up, I will.
And that's exactly what
Because my conscience, I wouldn't be able to.
That's a little bit deeper than being like someone's best friend.
I mean, I feel like depending on the person, me personally, when I love hard, whether you're my friend, whether you're family, whether, I love everyone, just anyone. I love y'all right now. I love anyone that I come across. And so if I see anyone that's in a desperate need of help, I'm going to help them.
Absolutely. Because you never know what that impact you have could do.
Yeah.
You always leave some sort of impact or some sort of impression with somebody, and you never know. That one person, you may feel like, I just met this person, but guess what? I feel this spiritual connection, and it's like, okay, chances are, worst case scenario, either they don't pick up, 1, 2, or the connection that you felt isn't as strong as you thought it was. But shoot, if you never know until you try. So I can call you like, hey, you know what? This is what's happening, and I'll call, okay. Here I come. You never know, because people that you've known for 10 years could really, leave you behind or, abandon you, and the person you've known for 5 months could come in.
Yeah, I definitely believe that time does not determine loyalty.
Exactly.
Time does not determine love. Time time is endless. And so that's just the goal of the Godmother. I want to reach somebody. Just, it doesn't matter who I reach, as long as I touch someone, as long as the message reaches someone, as long as someone is helped in the process, I'm content.
And you know what else? When I was listening to your song, I'm like, you know what? I thought about the movie Enough with Jennifer Lopez.
Yes.
That's what I thought about. I'm just like, because it's like you hear the sorrow in the song, but then after a while you hear the empowerment of it. And then at the end, you know, when you had old boy, you know, crying for his mama, that's kind of like the end of the movie where she was just, she was letting all that, I don't know how many years it was that she had to deal with that. So that's kind of what I envisioned in my head with the end of the song. So I'm just like, yeah, it's like after a while you had enough. Now you got to fight back.
Right.
So that's what that made me think of. Because sometimes you got to fight back.
Yeah, I thought of that movie too when I was writing it. I thought of that. I thought of What's Love Got to Do with It. That's definitely one of my top favorite movies, just displaying how, you know, Tina Turner was amazing. let's just say that. And so just knowing that she would literally go and perform and put on a show and then get off a stage and then have to deal with a toxic relationship.
Yeah, you never know.
You like gospel music?
I do. I like gospel music. I love all music. Gospel, rap, everything.
So, hold on, let's rewind real quick. So you said Tina Turner had to deal with
you never seen
in the movie What's Love Got to Do with It, she was abused.
Oh yeah,
whenever it's an abusive relationship, you know, you get Ike and Tina.
Oh yeah. I just seen the post on Facebook. I just seen the post on Facebook saying that it was showing what Will Smith should do to Jada Pinkett Smith for what she doing.
Child, that's a whole nother conversation for another day. Because we don't have that kind of time. No.
But like she just blatantly disrespecting this man now though. Like she just straight up just disrespecting him. Like I won't be surprised if Will Smith get a divorce. You know what I'm saying?
They probably already have one. We just don't know. Like what do I say? I mind's my business.
I love them both individually.
I do too, but look, chop it off to him and have another meaning. Her head, off of the head. Now you might have to hop on that dragon and go save Will and bring him back so I can give him to my mom so I can have famous step family. I'd be okay with that.
But hey,
I'd be all right with that.
They both got good legacies, you know. But Will Smith, the man, he Fresh Prince. Now, you know what? I ain't gonna even, I ain't gonna do it.
You ain't gonna do it. Like I said, that's a whole other conversation for a whole other time. We don't got that kind of time right now. And then another song of yours that I do like is The Piano Man.
Oh, yes.
I like
The Piano Man.
I like that
yes,
one.
guys. So I do have another song out and available. It is The Piano Man. And he is good with the keys. You know, he's my street pharmacist, my hustler. Mm-hmm. And, you know, he gives me what I want when I want.
And you look good, too.
Thank you.
You look, I'm like, dang, she look good. Because, like, you know, you saw the whole, your character.
Thank you.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, this Halloween season. Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. So throughout the month, I definitely try to be festive.
Yep. And then I saw, because when I first heard it, I was just like, a piano man could really be, say, he might not be the street pharmacist. He may be something else. He may be like, say, just something else, just something different.
The piano man, he is the street pharmacist.
Right, but I'm thinking, like, before you told me, I'm just like, I wonder if you could take this and, like, make it whatever you wanted, because he's operating something.
You got a unique way of, like, naming your songs, too, though. Like, I noticed that, like, the Godmother, and then, like, your video is unique, too. Mm-hmm. So, like, how important is your videos, like, when it comes down to
100%. Like, it's very important. It was definitely one of the most touching experiences that I had as an artist when filming both videos. But the Godmother, I had, for each couple that you guys see, I went to each couple that we had and I let them know, like, I need you to feel this pain. And I had to sit and we all had a kumbaya. We talked and they felt it. And it was like after our conversation of me letting them know, I need you to be this person. What would you do? How would you look? How would you feel if you were genuinely in these situations?
So they were real couples then?
No. These are all actors.
Okay, I was just wondering. I'm like,
but and so that's the beauty in it. You know, they had to put themselves in those character feels, because it's like, you know, they come from their everyday lives, and everyone goes through their own struggle. But you know, sometimes you come to a set and you don't expect what you get, and so it was definitely a situation where everybody felt it. The energy was amazing. Everyone put their heart and their souls into the video, and I loved it so much.
Visuals are always important.
Definitely.
And like when you look at the video, it you could look at it and tell it's a lot of money that got put into that. It's a lot of, you know, it shows that you dedicated it to your music. You know, some people, they just like they have a video just standing in one spot. You know what I'm saying? Through the whole video,
just to have something just to put out. You kind of got to come a little.
But it's
harder
a meaning.
than that.
It's a deep meaning behind your song.
Yeah, definitely.
Just like Piano Man, that was a whole different side of you that I saw by me being a first listener.
Versatile.
So I saw in the Godmother, I saw, you know, with the dominatrix type of look, with the blood and the, you know, and then when it went to the other video, it was, you know, like, you know, this bad chick that just, you know, spoiled. You know, she a boss, but she still gets spoiled.
Right.
She get what she want, but she still handle things on her own.
Right.
So I was like, wow.
Yeah, I got a lot coming for you. We definitely got
spoiled? Like growing up as a kid, were you spoiled? Look like you spoiled. That's why you laughing.
I'm very appreciative of my family.
That means yes.
Yeah, she was spoiled.
Very appreciative. But one thing, I mean, just speaking of that, I would definitely say there was never a moment where I did not have to work for what I wanted.
I could tell because
my parents definitely, they let me know that nothing is going to be given to you. Nothing in life is free. My first job I got when I was 14.
Okay.
And I love kids. I've worked in all the summer camps, I've daycares and all that. But I went out and found me a job. I was a part of just about every extracurricular activity possible. I was I actually won president in 8th grade for like my middle school. So like I was really active within the school, and so I was a part of a lot of programs. And I came across, I want to say it was a youth employment program. Okay. And they would take students from 14 until like, you know, whatever. But I was one of the first people to join that program. Okay. And so they got a group of us, and we got to work at different facilities within the community. And so I didn't stop working until the pandemic, honestly.
Right.
Does that experience hold does it hold a big impact in your music career?
100%.
Okay.
My love for children is really what pushes me, because I've always known that I wanted to sing. I have been talking since I was like 9 months, so I've been singing for as long as I can remember. Right. I know that we sing before we talk, you know, and we dance before we for real walk. You know, you do the movement. Just pay attention to the, you know, you can see the babies. You know, babies. Genuinely, babies, they'll dance before they're crawling, before they're walking. They're gonna feel that music.
They always have that bounce.
Man, my son, he literally go, bouncing his head like this, looking up. I'd be like, man, bro,
Exactly.
Yeah,
so he might be a dancer when he grow up. Let him go. He'll dance himself to sleep. He'll be all right.
Right.
Or like when I was younger, I talked myself to sleep. I'm good. Like just listen to me and listen. Before you know it, we'll all be asleep. That's how I was able to develop my speech.
Right.
That's how I was,
right.
You know, just when your kids want to do something, let them do it till they get tired, and then you know eventually it'll grow into something and it'll evolve into career. And
that's my purpose. Like, you know, just genuinely speaking, a lot of times when we're younger, we have these wild and crazy dreams, but then adulting and life just kind of hits you, and it's like, well, I don't know if I can do these crazy dreams that I thought when I was younger. And I'm like, I'm here to let the kids know you can do whatever you want to do. You can fulfill those crazy dreams, those crazy fantasies. Just don't stop. Don't let anyone tell you that your dreams are too big, because they're not. No dream is too big.
Exactly.
You know. And so that's my biggest motivation. I want to show the kids that you can do whatever you want.
You can for sure. Just like when my sister, she's 15, she's starting to, you know, grow into her own person now, and just me watching her learn herself is like so cool, because I was 12 when she was born, so it was just like, you know, her watching me grow into a teenager because I was already tween already. So it's kind of like vice versa. So now I'm just like, I'm the big sister, so I didn't have any older siblings. It was just, me and my mom. So I'm like, my mom was encouraging, but she's already been there, done that. She's an adult. So I'm just like, what could I do? What could I say to help keep her encouraged? Because she's really shy. She's the opposite of me. I'm a talker. She just blink and look at you. It's the complete opposite. She's more of like, she does sports. I did sports too, but she did soccer. I did not. I don't know how I
always wanted to do soccer.
I don't know where that came from because I did.
Endurance for that.
Because I had
I did nonstop with soccer.
Yeah, I did basketball. I did cheerleading. I did cross country track, and then I started to just do theater and choir. And now she, like I said, she doesn't talk. She isn't a talker. If you ask her something, she'll tell you. She needs something, she'll tell you. The house on fire, she'll tell you. But she does things that doesn't require anything verbal. So she did soccer. Now she plays. Now she's in band. You never know what could happen with that. Like she does the flute. She wants to do the tuba. I'm just like, okay, cool. She wanted to. It's like a challenge because you don't really see many. Teenage girls doing tuba. Like tuba's like you always see guys with that. And my mom's like, nah, tuba's too big for her.
Different.
I'm just like, yeah, but she could be the baddest tuba player at the school. You never know. But my mom was like, nah, it's too big. I'm just like, dang. So I'm sitting here thinking, what could I do to help and encourage her? Like, you know what? Maybe it might not be the right time right now. Because, she is kind of small for a kid. But now, when she gets older, she'll be able to handle it.
You play that too, but she going to grow some muscle.
Exactly. And then, she goes to the same school that I went to. And, our house is right behind the school. So we just, a 2.5 minute walk. So her carrying that thing home, unless it has, like, some wheels or something that you can carry it on. So, as she's getting older, I'm just thinking to myself, what could I say or do to just make sure she knows she's able, she can do whatever she wants, she can dream as big as she needs to without, smothering her or without, harboring her or pressuring her. It's just like, dude, what you want, I just ask her, hey, you want to do this?
I would say, genuinely, the biggest thing that has pushed me, and this is from elementary school all the way through adulthood, is just not caring about what anybody else thinks but yourself. Genuinely, it's like you're gonna get opinions from everyone. Everyone's gonna have an opinion, but genuinely speaking, the only one that matters for your life is yours.
Exactly.
Because, like, for example, everybody can say you're gonna be broke. Everybody say you're not gonna be nothing. The next day, you could turn around and become a millionaire. So that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what people say about you don't really matter because
not at all.
The total opposite thing can happen the next day. You know what I'm saying?
To tell me what's going to happen tomorrow in my life, unless you kill me, then you took that upon yourself.
I'm not even gonna know you. As a matter of fact, I'm not even gonna know you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might not even a person that that you might not even know like that can think bad stuff about you.
Yeah, and that's just
I'm not even gonna even know you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Which would be completely asinine because, how could you say something about someone that
you don't even know?
That's why I take the time to get to know people. I took the time, as soon as I, picked up on you, I'm like, let me see what this girl got going on. It's just like, I ain't gonna lie. When they say don't judge or don't judge a book by its cover, everybody's a little bit on they straddle the fence because it's like you see it and you think one way but you don't want to.
TB judging people.
I don't judge people. The Bible say
TB labeling people.
The Bible say don't do that. Unless I see you doing it, I'm not gonna say anything. But no, I'm just like let me see what's going on. So I'm just like, okay, this is like
TB labeling people.
No, I don't. I get to know people first, then I label them. Okay, but so soon as the first thing I saw, I was like, okay, cool, punk, rocker, alternative type of music. Okay, cool. And then I went back. I said, okay, this is like a 2000s sultry R&B vibe with still a little bit of that edge that you got. So I said, okay, that's why you take the time out to get to know certain things, or you just do your research because you never know what you can knock until you try it, until you figure it out. So it's important to really do your research, and it's important to pay attention to detail, and it's important to be observant because you never know who's looking at you thinking the same thing you're thinking about somebody else. You don't want that karma. You don't want that monkey on your back.
Yes, karma is real, guys. Please understand that.
You don't want that monkey on your back because the monkey would not get off and he'll be all in your hair looking for bugs to eat. It's annoying. You don't want that on you. You don't want that on you at all. So tell me about some more about your music. You said that you like all kind of music.
Yes, I love old school jams. That's my favorite genre of music. If I had to pick, it would definitely be old school jams. Like my everyday music is the old school jams. Like I'm blasting Tony like they just dropped yesterday.
He was just in Flint. What we had them here. What was it, last week? I think they were here. 112 was here. What?
And let me tell you, I love Anita Baker. Anita Baker, I love Anita Baker. Of course, my favorite is just Beyonce, Rihanna.
Okay.
We're talking about Megan Thee Stallion. Oh my goodness, I love Megan. Shout out to her new album she just dropped. It's amazing.
Speaking of Megan Thee Stallion, like it's in. I wouldn't say y'all are similar because y'all have very different, unique styles. Mm-hmm. But you know, when it come down to the education and you know and stuff like that, y'all seem a little similar, you know.
Mm-hmm. I definitely believe that making the decision to go to college, it helped shape me.
Did she inspire you a little bit?
I just graduated. I graduated in May 2021, and I became a Megan Thee Stallion fan. I want to say like 2019. It was after I had my daughter, and the first song I heard by her was
Which one was it?
Big Old Freak.
I knew it. Because look, you know, Megan. She said she's a girl's girl. She's a girl's girl. So that means every woman has a big old freak somewhere.
Oh gosh!
And whether you know it or not, whether you haven't found her yet, because sometimes it takes some of us a little longer. Listen to that song. I bet you'll see just a little speck of her somewhere.
Yes,
Trust me.
Megan was definitely my big motivator to losing my baby weight. I started keto about 2 years ago. Like 2019, 2018.
Okay.
I have lost like 50, 60 pounds this far.
Now how's that?
Within what time frame?
It's been about, I lost the first 30 pounds, y'all, for real, within like the first 4 months.
Yeah.
And that's just by strictly
That's a lot.
doing low carb. And the first 15 comes off in the first 3 weeks with keto.
Okay.
And that's nothing but the truth. Because I did not work out. I'm just not trying to get into these workouts.
Like I said, it might take you a while.
Yeah.
But when you get there, you'll like it there. Trust me.
Yeah.
But you have to be consistent with everything. You have to be consistent. Like even with your music, you really have to go into everything you do with consistency. Because if you're not consistent, it's gonna just window off. You know. The more be honest with you, the more consistent you is. Sometimes, like with working out, you'll find out if you're consistent, you will start liking it more.
You'll love it.
You'll start liking it more.
You'll enjoy it.
You'll like how it makes you look. You like how it makes you feel. You know?
And then once you see results, that's when you really like start to lock in.
And you're the last to see your results.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I believe it's scientifically proven, don't quote me out, but you're typically the last person to notice your results of losing weight or doing any type of craft. It's the consistency. Like I've sung my whole life, but I didn't genuinely take my craft seriously into the pandemic when I was left with nothing. I had to relocate from where I was.
I didn't hear nothing.
That's the bedtime, y'all, from my daughter. That's her bedtime. But yeah, I didn't really take myself seriously. Like, okay, what am I genuinely gonna do with my life? Because I graduated. I had my daughter, and with the conditions of the pandemic, I couldn't work. There was no child care, and so I was just at home, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with myself?
You had to pick it up and figure it out.
And that's when I just like, you know what? I'm about to get in the studio. I'm gonna write all these songs. I'm really gonna pursue my dreams, and we're gonna see what happens.
Because some people, they took advantage of the pandemic. Some people didn't. Some people took advantage of it in other ways that we're not gonna mention. But some people did. Some people did take advantage of it in a good way. And I think it came out good. I think some people, they took the time out to really sit and, they had nothing but time.
Right.
And time was of the essence. And it waits for nobody.
Right.
So the fact that you did take it upon yourself to, I don't have nothing else to do. Nothing's going on, nothing's popping right now. Let me go ahead. So when everything starts to calm down, I come out popping and you hit the ground running, and I think that I love that. I really think that was a good move, because some people didn't do that. I wish more people did that, because like you could have did so much more with your time. What did you do?
Yeah,
so I'm glad
it was definitely something, because also, like I was saying, I just graduated this May of 2021. Shout out to everyone that's in school. Keep going, don't stop. But
from what college?
Oh, from NIU, Northern Illinois University.
Okay. Your degrees, you said, was?
And I got a degree in psychology. I minored in sociology, and I have a women's studies certificate. I went to class with my daughter, y'all. Like, she was in the class. I was that person rocking the baby and taking notes. Like, it was real in the field.
Because some people think, like, you brought your baby to class.
Yes. Absolutely, because guess what? Those professors are still going to fail you. They're not going to care. There was actually a situation where I had to go through various hoops just to get a seat reserved when I was pregnant. There was a specific professor who, like, I emailed him, I talked to him, I left him notes, and he would still let other people sit in the 1 or 2 desks on the side. And he failed me that semester because I stopped going to class because I was really uncomfortable. I didn't have anywhere to sit, and he was just very rude. You know,
you have some of those, like, I get paid either
some
way.
Some people think they too good for all that. Some people feel like I feel like a lot of people will feel like they too good to take their child to school with.
Yeah, no, I had the car seat going up flights of stairs. I had to park in a parking garage, walk across the street. The psych building was huge, so I had to hold her on an elevator. Like, it was a process, but I did.
You have to have a certain type of dedication and, like, willing like willpower to even do that. You know, so I feel like the average person wouldn't even be able to do that.
Yeah, you know, I had to rearrange my entire schedule. I started taking night classes and taking her to the night classes with me still too. You know, so it was definitely an experience that I won't forget.
Of course not. It's like you were right there. No, literally, you were right there with mom. You were right there with mommy when I was in school.
It was too close to quit. It was too close, and I've never been the type of person to ever really want to quit anything. It's like, so I want to say, when did I got pregnant on spring break.
We're not gonna talk about it. We're gonna mind our business.
Spring break in Florida, you know, I have fun.
Ooh, you have fun. We gonna mind our business.
But it was like, you know, I made that bed and I laid in it. And so it was sophomore, it was junior year, and I'm like, at the time I only had like a year left, and so I did what I did. I had to do what I do.
You had to make it work, and you did. So
let's jump back in. Let's jump back into your music for a minute, though. So your song right now is trending in, I know in which countries?
So right now, guys, we are trending in Germany and France and in Canada. We are 16 on the Apple charts in Germany. I believe 26 in France, and Canada, I want to say it's like 40, and it's all on like Apple charts, Apple Music. We're streaming everywhere, guys. Again, you can find all of my music, The Piano Man, The GodMother, on all music platforms. Jaraiyia Alize, Jaraiyia Alize, and don't forget the apostrophe.
And that's her real name, y'all.
Yes, birth name.
It's not an anime character like I thought it was. Well, it kind of is, but in your sense, it wasn't. In your sense, it wasn't. Cause my sister's in anime. She was like, "That's an anime." I'm like, maybe it is. I don't know. Yes. But she said she is not a fan of anime. She don't watch it, but she kind of get into it kind of like I'm dating it. So you're kind of like y'all on a talking stage.
I mean, we were introduced.
Yeah. See.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been told to get into anime, but my favorite anime is definitely Death Note. That was the first anime I ever watched because everyone's been like, "Oh, you gotta watch anime." Blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And so I actually watched the live version, the movie version. And then I love that one so much. I really wanted a number 2. I'm like, I need more.
Yeah.
And so I watched the actual anime for Death Note as well, and that's as far as I think I went. I want to say I started Seven Deadly Sins.
I started. That's what I started.
Yep, I started that one, and I'm a loner for the most part, so I'm dibbling and dabbling in different shows in my free time just to see what'll intrigue me.
So, do people ever ask you anything about anime at all? Since your name's kind of like similar.
Not really. Honestly, yeah. I mean, it's been mentioned like, oh, your name's from this, but like that's as far as it'll go.
Right. As long as we know that, just so y'all know it's not from that's her name.
Yes, I was born with this name.
What happened was, and that's what happened. But
in
at least it gave another outlet, because that could be, you can use that in your music. You never know, it could work.
There's some anime that like people that don't even really watch anime watch. Like me, I'm not big on anime and all that, but Naruto, Dragon Ball Z.
My sister, she loves that.
Up in Bleach though.
That's from back in the day though.
I haven't dibble dabbled in Bleach, so
Bleach my sister watches it. So I'm watching Bleach. What you watching Bleach for? Go put it back. Go put it back in the laundry. What are you doing? No, the anime.
See, and that would be me. I didn't even know y'all was talking about anime for a minute. I'm like, okay,
that's
I got y'all right.
Bleach. Why they name a cartoon Bleach?
Is it spelled the same?
I think it is. I feel like it means something that we probably wouldn't know anything about, but. Like my mom was the first time she ever said it, my mom was like, "What you want some bleach for? Do you want to wash your clothes?" She's like, "No, never mind." And I'm just like, "Wait, I think that's an anime show." I kind of had to help because we were clueless. I don't know what, but at least that opened up another outlet for you that you can because you're very versatile. So I wouldn't be surprised if you came out with like a K-pop type thing. I wouldn't be surprised, and I think you would rock that, okay? Because you already gave me the alternative. It gave me like a Green Day mixed with maybe Beyonce, if you will. Because I'm just like, dang, I like this, but it's just like, not even Beyonce, but maybe like you know how like Rihanna used to. It's almost like a mix between.
I love Rihanna.
Remember the song Disturbia? Remember Disturbia? It was like that with like a little bit of like the Gorillas or something like that. That's what it gave me.
But you know what though, your music, your style. It seemed like it'll grasp a lot of people in different countries. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not surprised that people in France, Germany, Canada. I wouldn't even be surprised people in Japan listening to it.
Yeah.
But like how for you to be at the top of the charts in these countries, like when you get to the point where you're doing shows in these countries and you see these people that's like
I can't wait.
They don't even speak your same language. You know what I'm saying? But they out there shaking their head like this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's going to be a good feeling.
Yeah, because that's just my goal of everything, every song that I come out with, anything that I drop, the goal is to connect us all because we are all connected through music. We don't have to know the same language. Exactly. We don't have to know what's being said. But I definitely want to connect and heal the whole world with my music.
Do you listen to like I know you listen to a wide variety of music, but like I know like some people listen to music that speaking a whole different language. Do you do that? Like you listen to
I do love to listen to like I said, everything. So when I do, like the most times that it'll happen is like I'll be on the radio. I'll be listening to the radio, and like the station that I'll listen to, it won't have what I want to listen to or something, and I just get to churn it.
You get to flip it.
I just get to and then sometimes I get one of the radios where it's not in English, and I mean if I feel the beat, I'm gonna get to move it. I'll leave it right there.
How can you bob to something? You know what I'm saying, that you don't even know what they saying? What if they talking about black people or something?
Well, genuinely speaking, when you first hear a song, you don't know what's being said anyway. When you first, just think about the first time you heard your favorite song. You didn't know what they were saying.
Nope.
Man, it's songs that I go back now. I'm just not really knowing what they saying. Like in these songs that come like, so they were saying this the whole time.
Exactly.
And I didn't know.
Or like the meaning you thought, or even maybe you didn't think about the meaning, or or it just flew over your head because you just like the beat or you like the way they sang.
Exactly.
Just like y'all don't choke me because y'all don't say nothing. The song Usher, You Make Me Wanna. That's the song about cheating. I didn't know that until I got older. Or about thinking about cheating. I was just like, what?
Right, he gonna do what? You make me wanna
leave the one I'm with. I'm like, why would you do something like that? I'm just like, wait a minute, but I was young. I didn't know that was like what 97. I didn't know.
It was funny.
I was a child, so I just loved. That was just my jam. It sounded good. I'm like, well, who is this dude? He sound good. He's cute. He make me wanna. I hear that beat. But I was a kid. I didn't know. But now that I'm older, I'm just like,
It'd be crazy.
I need to rethink my.
It'd be crazy because a lot of songs be like real life situations you might never know. Like they might not never tell you, but like sometimes, a lot of times, it be real life situations.
Yeah, just like the Godmother, guys, all based on a real story.
Yeah, and most songs. Well,
I feel like most
they tell stories.
Yeah,
they tell stories.
I feel like most stories have some type of like real something that happened in real life, or a thought that they had something to some extent, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's genuinely where I get my motivation from when I am writing. I write all of my music, and so I take everyday life and I just put it on paper.
Because that's usually where your inspiration comes from. Like people, they talk about things that they don't even know about. It just sounds good and it's trendy, but it's like, no, I want to hear. You're my friend from across. Like you're in Illinois, and Michigan. You're my friend from all the way across, doggone near. So it's like if I'm listening to your music, okay, it's like I know, something about you because you share it. So that's how a lot of us are able to relate to other artists because they put their music, they put their what they're going through in their music, and we're listening to it. It's like, oh, okay, I kind of can relate. Or I know someone that it sounds familiar and it feels familiar because music is more of a feeling than anything. So you feel whatever they're saying. So
definitely. Just
like the Piano Man, I'm just like, you can take that and flip it as long as all you want to. So it's just like now that I know the meaning, it's just like,
yeah.
But you know what? Regardless of what it is, it still made me feel like I can call somebody my piano man.
Yeah, and that's the point. As long as you can make that connection, and that's what makes me feel good. Like knowing that my music is genuinely touching and connecting with people.
But you know what though, it's getting out there. It's even been on World Star too, haven't it?
Yeah. Both songs have been on World Star. We're doing really good. I want to say Piano Man had hit about 2 million views when it was on World Star, and the Godmother is still climbing the charts right now.
Because they're making the comeback. World Star used to be a big thing when we were younger,
right?
And now it's just like you haven't heard the World Star.
You haven't
heard World Star in forever.
That was really big.
And then they brought it back up. I'm just like, what they got going?
Right.
It's like an old friend that I haven't seen in forever.
No, for real. I was super duper excited. I'm on World Star. What?
It's even because we're older and we have more access to it. Because back then, you have to be 18 or older to view some of the stuff. It's like, okay, we older now. I'm a big kid. I can look at stuff now.
If you're on World Star, you're doing something right.
Yeah, because World Star that's viral before we even knew
viral was.
Before Vine, before everything. If you were on World Star, you were everywhere.
Man, there's people that don't even know Vine. I was talking to my friend the other day just because obviously it's an insider. At this point it is an insider. And it was funny. I was telling her dress up Halloween. She's like, oh, I don't know. I said, do it for the Vine.
Do it for the Vine.
I ain't hear that in a long time, man. When was the last time it was? When was
Vine died Vine died about 6 years ago. But you know what? I feel like now since World Star's coming back, I think Vine sacrificed itself, or World Star sacrificed.
I think Vine was like the stepping stone for TikTok.
Yeah, I think it was because of the videos and stuff, and then it kind of it elongated
that stuff started.
Yeah, absolutely. Because mine was just 6, 7 seconds.
Yes, I do. I have TikTok.
I feel like you do good on TikTok.
Yes, I have.
With the type of music you have and stuff.
Yeah. Yep, I'm accessible on all social media platforms.
And then your Instagram following is almost 500,000.
Yeah, we're at 452K. Make sure you guys follow me, Jaraiyia Alize.
And spell it one more time because some people.
JARAIYIA ALIZE'.
There we go. See, easy as can be. But then again, I also wanted to ask who your I probably can already figure out who it would be, but who would be like your dream collaboration? Who do you think you could just?
Do I only have one to choose?
No. How much time do we got? Right. That's why I wanted to know, because I'm like, I know, with your variety, with your versatile style, it can be anywhere from here to there. So I'm just interested.
Definitely gonna say Queen Bee, of course. I love Beyonce, part of the Beehive, absolutely.
That'd be like a real edgy,
yes,
upbeat song.
And she is a Virgo as well. Just throwing that out there.
Put them two together. It's like,
yes, shoot. And definitely Queen Bee, Rihanna, Nicki, Megan Thee Stallion, of course.
Who you think is the best? Who you think is the best female rapper? Now we're gonna take Beyonce out of the equation.
Oh Lord!
Because I know
like of all time, or like right now, currently.
I mean, well, my favorite female rapper is Megan Thee Stallion. So,
what about your old school favorite rapper? Female?
I don't really,
because we really didn't have that back then.
I don't really have an old school favorite rapper. I just feel like the era of rapping, just women rapping in general. Like I took a hip hop class when I was in school, and that's genuinely where I had learned about just where rap and everything kind of started. And so I was just more so inspired by all of the women that had the drive and the courage to enter the game at that time. Absolutely. It was not easy for women in general to be, in that hip hop and rapping and stuff. And so I love all of it.
This is just a motivation for me.
But you know what, though?
No, really.
But you know what, though? Like, I remember when Nicki Minaj first came on, she was so big. People like, man, y'all hear her, man, this female rapper. And I feel like she made the biggest impact with female rapping is because before her, it was a long period of time where there was no female rappers. And then all of a sudden, after Nicki Minaj, after Nicki Minaj, you get all of these rappers after Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. You get all of these rappers.
Well, see, we had some female rappers, but they didn't make as big of an impact as she did.
I would definitely say Nicki.
I would say Nicki made the biggest impact when it come down to female rapping.
Because mind you, we had Rod Digger, right? We had Eve. We had of course we had Trina. Yeah, we had. You ain't right. We had Salt and Pepper. You know what I'm saying? But but it was, and I think you have to think about some of these artists' backgrounds, because she didn't go to school, or she went to a performing arts school, but she went there for acting. And then when she came out, if you didn't know it, kind of it's kind of, my mom like, is she weird because she weird, but then again, if you listen to her and then look at her style, it all ties in together if you know the history, because one, she's from New York. Everybody in New York has a different everything for the most part.
That's where hip hop started.
Right. So if you look at it, she had a theater background. She took that into her music to make it different and not to make it so one dimensional. She had so many different layers to her, and that's how she was able to be versatile. She did music with pop groups, pop artists. She did when she worked with Shakira. She worked with a bunch of different other. She worked with Little Mix. That's a UK group. And now Megan Thee Stallion. She had a song with BTS. I think they did the Butter remix. I'm just like, I love when different genres that you would never think, but you would love for it to crash together, and when they come together,
it's just so beautiful.
I'm just like, wow, why didn't y'all do this because I thought it was cool, because everyone knows Megan is an anime freak, and then Korean, that's all she talks about is anime and her dog, and everything. She's pretty much an open book. She tells you everything for the most part, so everyone knows that she likes anime. You got the Korean pop group BTS. They're like up here. We have other people that BTS is it right now as far as the Korean culture. So, and by them coming, I think that was just a perfect match. And then their style is a lot of it's electric. So
they
then
was at one of the awards, wasn't they?
BTS. They've been everywhere.
Yeah, they've
been everywhere. I forgot what it is. My sister, she's a big BTS fanatic. She's part of the BTS army. I forgot what it's called in Korean, but the English is what. You got the Bulletproof Boy Scouts meets the Hot Girl. So I'm just like, hey.
Who they supposed to be like who they supposed to be like?
They're BTS. That's who they are. They're not supposed to be. I don't think they're supposed to be like anybody else because you got the Backstreet Boys and you
What's
got
that group with
NSYNC,
Marion and them?
B2K.
What they the B2K of UK?
No, they're not even from the UK. It's Korea. They're Korean. It's a Korean pop group. Do you not have any acknowledgement of the Korean culture? No, because one, B2K was what, 4? BTS is 7. So no, absolutely not. And you know what? I feel like they took a lot of different elements to blend that group together because it's, Korean pop is, because they say that Asians are considered people of color too. And I kind of get it because a lot of Asian people,
they do
they
a
have
little
rhythm.
darker.
They got rhythm, and they have a nice little flavor to their
smarter.
music.
Man, Asian people smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
Well, call me Asian because I'm smart. I'm just kidding. Anyways, so that now you know what I
You
think.
got no Asian in you, so
My eyes too big for all that, so no, I don't. But I really think that when you collab with the opposite genre, I feel like it is so cool because you wouldn't expect it, but it just works. It just really, really, really works. So I think that would be something cool because you know what, I could see you doing a country sing.
Oh my gosh, that's what I really want to do. I really want to do a country song with Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana.
Oh, yeah.
We're going Hannah Montana it up. I love Hannah Montana. It was funny because when Hannah Montana was Hannah Montana,
she's different now. She's not the same.
She's
Miley Cyrus,
Hannah's
and
grown now.
that's why I love her so much because I was able to grow with her.
Yeah.
As before, I loved her as Hannah, and I love her as Miley as well. And so, just watching her growth and seeing that, like I love Taylor Swift too when she first came out.
Yeah, and then she evolved too. She, got out of that because it's almost like she stayed her age. Like a lot of younger people, you're 15, but you're like 30 something.
Man, these people that be looking like teenagers forever. I'd be like,
Yeah.
you 30 years old, you still look like.
And that's because one, they take care of themselves. They live in their moment and they live in their truth. So I feel like with Taylor Swift, we watched her grow up. She came and she was 14, 15, and I don't know how old she is now, but we just watched her grow and we just watched her, I think, just become comfortable with the woman she was becoming because she grew up in front of the whole world.
Yeah.
She went from being 15
a lot of
and
pressure.
It is a lot of pressure, but I feel like we the people who, genuine fans, they supported her growing up because they want you to stay in this box. They want you to stay 16, 17 forever. Yeah. But you can't because if it was, we're not, I'm not a vampire, I'm not immortal. I have to grow up. I have to evolve and become into myself. So it's
right.
I feel like that's a perfect example. Her and Miley, they wanted Miley to be Hannah forever. Hannah got to get out of Montana, okay? Hannah had to get out of Montana. She had to go to LA to become
not Hannah
Miley.
Montana no more.
She always will be Hannah to me.
To me, in my heart, she will always be Hannah Montana.
But
there's always a party in the USA.
Always a party in the USA with our cowboy boots, okay?
Absolutely.
Jake Ryan lives on. And Oliver and Lily will always be our friends too. But we're older now.
Right.
She older now,
Really?
so it's okay.
No, that song was so crazy. It got to the point at my middle school that someone could literally just start, I'm going to put my hand. The whole classroom. People was getting sent out. People were getting sent home.
Just for singing the song?
Just for singing the song. Because they knew once you start, it was going to be a domino effect. Everybody was going to start, and then nothing was going to get done.
Because you can't help it. You can't. That's how it was in my school with Taylor Swift. I'm like, we're all singing Taylor Swift. And this is just in theater when we have rehearsal. I'm just like, you know what? I know the song too. I'm going to let me just go ahead and join in. I would look dumb if I'm the only one that's singing it.
What song?
Man, you got
the reason for the tea.
Oh my guitar, look.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all feeling it too much right now.
Because I like everything. I love everything. I can't even lie.
I forgot the name. My favorite Taylor Swift song was because she wears short skirts, I wear t-shirts, she's here. Yeah, that one. That was my song.
I'll give you 2 words for my favorite country person, Blake Shelton.
Okay.
I could name one. I could name a Taylor Swift song.
Oh Lord!
Okay, come on.
And if it's the wrong one, he going home with y'all.
I go back to December all the time. Oh, was it September? Was December or September?
You were doing good until you asked me. You were doing good until you asked me what it was.
Was it December?
It's December.
Okay. I got it right.
Wake me up when September is the Green Day song.
Go
Wake me up when September
to
ends. He had his months mixed up. It's okay, but okay. I was worried. I was worried. But no, I like because country music tells a story. You know who I also love? I love Carrie Underwood. Oh my god.
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly but she
Clarkson.
kind of transitioned into like pop now, kind of sort of, but she's tapping back into it because a lot of people, they kind of like migrate a little bit, which is fine, you know, but stay in your lane because that's where we like. But then again, you can't keep nobody in the box.
That's the funny thing because I don't have a lane.
Yeah,
That's
the box should be taken off.
But that's what's unique about your
Burns.
music because it's so much different, you know, and you touching different eyes, and like you know, you touching this crowd right here, you touching this crowd, you touching that crowd, and then you are, you know, and you know, people talk, so
Yeah.
the word gonna get around about you, and that's how your fans grow.
Like you have a song for every occasion or every season.
But you got right now, you got so much momentum, man. Like how I feel like to be able, like in the situations you is, you know.
Genuinely, it's an experience, but I mean, we're all human, and that's just the biggest reminder that I've gotten this far. Because you know, growing up, you know, it's like, oh, these celebrities, they do this, they make music, they do this, but it's like now that I'm pursuing my dreams and I'm in, you know, I'm in the field now. I still feel normal. I mean, I'm still myself. I still talk, you know, to who I talk to. I'm a big loner, guys. Like that's just the funniest thing about that's the funniest thing about this entire you know, lifestyle that I'm living right now, because it's like, yes, I love my fans, I love people, I love everyone that's supporting me. But when I go home, I watch Netflix like everybody else.
All you have
you know,
is you at the end
me
of
and
the
my
day,
baby,
you know?
like, you know,
Right.
she's still gonna pour her juice on the floor if it's not what she wants.
Right, 'cause we're
you know,
still people, you know, it's just-
I'm like, you know, so it's
Right.
really, I've definitely been pretty chill.
Because your job at the end, you know, everyone's different. We just have different jobs. Some may be more elite and more complicated and more technical than others. But at the end of you know, when you get off that stage and you're done, you put the mic down, you go home. We all smell a little bit at the end of the day.
Right, I'm
We
still
all-
gonna have a diaper to change.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna have to make a bottle or something.
Right,
you know?
right.
We all eat chips in our socks. Maybe one of the socks has a hole in it.
And
We're
then-
all normal at the end of the day.
Right,
you know?
and that's just one of the biggest things. I definitely want everyone to know, like, I'm just like anybody else.
Yeah.
Believe me.
And you do have shows
There's
coming
no
up, right?
different- Yes. Make sure you guys go to Eventbrite and get your tickets. I have a show November 13th in Peoria, Illinois, Bartonville, Illinois. I will be opening up for Mooski. She's a runner. She's a track star. We're gonna be lit. It's
She's
not
a
a show
runner,
you
she's a
want to
track
miss.
star.
And I
Yes.
was today years old when I learned that man. I've been listening to this man's music for the last few months, and I don't know.
Mooski.
I did not know his. And first of all, what the heck is a mooski anyway? But I'm
It's
sure
his
that has a
name.
meaning to
It's his
it.
name.
I'm sure it has a meaning to it.
His name Mooski.
But I never knew that was the guy. I thought it was something else. But that's gonna be dope.
Yes,
And I
we're
plan
gonna
on- I
have
plan
so
on
much
coming
fun. I'm
down.
so excited.
I plan on coming down.
Yes, so we
I'm making
live.
that-
We
we
live,
gotta
baby.
we got to make
We
that
have
trip.
to, because I want some pizza.
Yes.
Shout out to North End Empire. North End
Yes.
Empire too, you know. So
Yes, and my Scorpios. It is y'all season. It is Scorpio season. Shout out to all. Oh, happy early birthday!
Tomorrow.
Yes,
Your
sir.
birthday is not tomorrow. Why are you telling stories? See, after that, then it's gonna be Sag season, and don't call me if it ain't about no money.
Scorpio.
Yes.
No,
Scorpios in the
Sag
building, y'all.
season is coming up. Don't call me until
Y'all gotta
Scorpio season
recognize
is
big
over.
Scorpio season.
Because you're a Virgo, right?
Absolutely.
I like Virgos. They're all all right
Down
with me.
to the core.
Y'all all right with me? Because it's something. My sister's a Virgo. Me and her, you know. But people think that we're supposed to, you know, get along because I'm older. She's younger. Nah, she's really mature for her age. She just don't talk. You're the opposite. 1, 2. She's a Virgo. I'm a Sag, and you know, we just mesh because you know she knows how it's like. It's the opposite, so I'm like the more energetic one. She's the more chill, laid back one, but it still vibe together. Just even if she was my friend, it would still be the same thing. You know, we mellow each other out. You know, she knows how to. She ignores me when I'm too hyper, and it's like she doesn't say anything all day. But the one thing she said is just a mess. It's like you don't talk, but then the one thing you said is that girl, get out my face. And then it's funny. So yeah, I don't mind the Virgo. I like Virgos. Y'all all right with me? It's just
All
the
right.
Scorpios that kind of rub me the wrong way.
And you got an upcoming event. You got another upcoming event also here in Flint. So you'll be
Yes,
back here. You'll be
yes,
back here in
yes.
Flint on the 7th.
Yes.
We're not gonna talk too much about this one. We're gonna, just know it's the November the 7th at Joy Tabernacle here in Flint, Michigan. Y'all come out and support.
Yes,
And some of y'all, that is some of y'all's church homes, so don't act like you don't know where it
Y'all know what's
is.
gonna go down that day. y'all gotta be there for that.
Definitely come through, y'all.
So
We gonna have some fun.
before we end everything, tell me, because we're friends now. Because we're friends now.
Yes.
So tell me, what would be your ultimate goal? What is the one event that will happen that you will sit back and say, okay,
I'm watching the BET Awards. Yes! The BET Awards. Like, my whole life, it's so funny because I've, watched a lot of live performances. I've watched shows. Yeah. But for years, I never missed the BET Awards. That was just, the thing. Same. It really makes me so sad, so sad that we don't got 106 in Park no more. It breaks my heart because I'm I would have had my videos,
you right there. Number one.
We would have been so lit.
Number one,
that was my childhood goal.
Yes.
Okay, I need to get to 106 in Park. And so it's when they took that platform, it broke my heart.
It's what
so
now?
it's BET Awards.
They brought back TRL, but because back then we had AJ and Free, then we had Roxy and Terrence and Bow Wow and them. I don't know why they put Bow Wow in there. They didn't have. They could have kept Bow Wow at home with the puppies, but and then all right, TRL was Carson Daly, and then we had the other girl. But if it's not them, I don't want to watch it because they knew how to. They were the goats, okay. But you know what? I might have to make something else just so I can have you come on it.
All right, then let's get it.
So
I'm gonna be in touch.
Thank y'all for tuning in to the D Walk Show. Make sure y'all like, share, add us on Instagram at the D Walk Show. Where can they find you at?
You guys can find me on all social media platforms at Jaraiyia Alize, JARAIYIAALIZE. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Well, thank you for coming. I'm glad you made it safe.
Thank you.
You never tell them where to find you at. Tell them
Y'all know where to find me at my house. I don't go nowhere. What you mean, where can they find me at the house?
You never tell nobody where.
Then you know where I'm at. If you need me, I'm at home. I'm kidding. Okay, y'all. Y'all can. If y'all need to find me, if y'all want to tell me something, tell me a dad joke or anything. T Simone, TeeCimoneMoore. And then my Instagram is tee.cimone. Don't ask me why I didn't bite off B Simone. That's been my name before I even knew that there was a B Simone. I could not think of anything else, so don't come for me. But if y'all want to find me, either find me there or find me at the house.
And guys, we have the shirts. These are the Jaraiyia Alize shirts.
Yes, ma'am.
And of course, as the godmother would say, chop it off.
Yeah.
Anything you deem negative, literally anything and everything,
chop it off.
Godmother shirts right here. She got the words on the back too. Yeah, for sure.
Where can they find you at? D-Walk.
I just told them where they can find me at.
Where else?
On all social platforms. Now what? No.
You know what does the shirt say?
Chop it off.
And she bought the samurai sword. Wait, no, you left them at home, didn't you?
Lola, she might be somewhere.
Oh, well.
That's how I named my dragon. I named
my
Lola.
godmother is going to bring me a samurai sword, okay?
Thank y'all for tuning in to the D Walk Show, Pig.
Happy Halloween.
Thank you. Have a good one.